Alrighty, so here we are, virtual piano lesson on demand. Hope you're having a nice day. So I'll say I haven't done this before, so this will be a bit of an experiment for me this time around. But I think this will be a pretty good way for me to give you some stuff to work on for the next few weeks until I see you again. So I know I had given you some chord progressions to work on. So keep chipping away at those, and maybe we'll talk about a little bit more about those here a little bit later. But before we do, I thought we could talk about some finger exercises which is a good way to warm up, but it's also a good way to start incorporating the two hands together. So if we think of our C major scale, just the first 5 notes that we've been playing with our right hand. So not even the way we normally do 1, 2, 3 cross, just the first five notes like that. And one thing, again, we've been continuing to work on is to separate the notes, or to actually have the notes play right up against each other, but not bleeding into each other like this. Right, we want to hear them nice and separate from each other. So this is something we're continuing to work on to get those notes to clearly speak one at a time. But now what I want you to do is let's take the left hand in play. So you're going to be set up on C major. You can do 1 octave below, or you could do 2 octaves below if you wanted. For now, I'd say maybe just the octave below is cool. And you're going to, now your pinky is going to be set up on C. Same thing, 1 finger per key, and we're going to play up the first 5 notes of the major scale and back down. And the same thing applies. We want to get the notes to play right up against each other, but not over each other, right? Cool. So it'll feel a little different. Our left hand, I'm assuming you're right-handed. I think I asked you this before, but our right hand is, if you're right-handed, of course, is going to have an easier time with just about everything. The left hand is going to have a little bit of a harder time, but it's okay. It's not far behind. So what we want to do here is we're going to do both hands together. So we want to start with your right thumb and your left pinky. Those two together. And then next, we're going to go right up the scale. Left ring finger, right pointer, both middle fingers together. Then you're going to have left pointer finger, right ring finger, and your left thumb and right pinky. And then back down. So we want to just work on going up and down with the 2 hands like that. Okay, so pretty simple, just the first 5 notes of the scale. The idea is that we're working on the clarity of the sound, getting each note to speak sort of individually, but also that we're getting both hands to move together. They're different fingers at different times. It's not a mirror image of each other because, we're going in the same direction. So, I have a thumb and a pinky, and the only time the middle fingers, they'll line up together because they're both in the middle of the hand. So, cool, awesome. So now what you can do actually is play some more symmetrically. So start with the pinkies. And this is more just kind of for fun. It doesn't really it's all for fun, but you get the idea. Pinkies, and then you walk in. Okay, so you just walk sort of in and out. You can start with both the thumbs, but I would recommend maybe starting with the pinkies. So anyway, you can do this, of course, over any major key, but it's always good to start in C major because that's sort of like our comfortable place. Cool. So that's about all we need there for our scale. Oh, I'm not sure if we've done E major yet. I think we have, but just in case we haven't, I'm gonna play it for you here. So E major will be our 5th major scale that we've learned. I think we've done it, but again, here it is again. Right, 5th one, C, G, D, A, E. Yeah, the 5th one. This is gonna have 4 sharps, and those sharps are gonna be F, C, G, and D. But in the order of the scale, they kind of come from lowest to highest. They're going to be F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, D sharp. So you're going to, and those are the 2nd, 3rd, 6th, and 7th notes of the scale. So same fingering now. 1, 2, 3, cross the thumb under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starting on E, we're going to go E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. One more time going up. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Back down. Cross over to F sharp with the middle finger. So there's your E major scale, okay? And then here's one more new one, which I don't believe we did. This is going to be our 6th major scale. This one now has 5 sharps. We're getting into some serious business here. 5 sharps. This is B major. B major. So we're starting on B. See, I may need to slide my phone over. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we're starting on B major, and we're gonna go, so now we have 5 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. 5 sharps altogether. So, and in the order in which they come in the scale, it's C sharp, D sharp, then F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. So it's all 5 of the black keys. So let's do it. So it's B, C sharp, D sharp, E with my thumb, then F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. One more time, going up. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. Back down. Notice when you play this chord, it's B, D sharp, F sharp. So it's a little funny because it has a white key and a black key as the 2 outer voices. It's kind of the only chord that exists just like that. So anyway, there's at least I know B is a new scale for this lesson, but I'm not sure about E. I can't remember. But either way, you have it. Cool. So let's see. The last thing I want us to talk about here today is something more to do with chords. Let's see. I'm trying to remember the exact chord progressions I gave you, but let's instead of, I think you got enough chord progressions to work on for now, which we're doing those all in the key of C. But what I'd like you to do is you can go back to the beginning of the list of chord progressions. Right to the beginning, I think the first one I gave you was maybe 1 to 4 or 1 to 5. 1, 4, 5, those are like the first few. So in the key of C, 1 to 4 would be C to F. 1 to 5 would be C to G. And remember, you can also go down. Or if you were starting up here, I could go down to G, back up to C, right? So you don't have to go up You can go down. It's totally up to you. We're gonna explore all those different options in the future. Okay, and let's see. So now here's what I want you to do. I want you to take those chord progressions we've already done, and I want you to try them in a new key. Okay, so let's try it in the key of G major. So now G is going to be our 1, because G is now our key. So the 1 is going to be that. Okay, so there's G major is our 1. Our 4, if you count up the scale, G, A, B, C. C is now our 4. So to play 1 to 4 in the key of G, G chord, up to a C chord, 1 to 4. Pretty simple. Now, when we try 1 to 5 in the key of G, let's figure out what the roots are. So it's G is our 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D is the 5th note of our major scale, of our G major scale. So let's play the chord that starts on D, right? Okay, let's just build the chord. That doesn't sound right to me. Sounds cool, but it's not correct. So you gotta check. What is the key signature of the key of G? Remember, it has 1 sharp, F sharp. So anytime I encounter an F in my playing in the key of G, I need to make sure that F is not an F and it's actually an F sharp. I have to change it. So when I play that D chord, if I have an F natural, it's actually not a D chord. This is D minor. I need F sharp. And listen to how it sounds. There it is, right? There's our major triad, okay? So in the key of G, our 5 chord is going to include 1 black note, that F sharp. So it's that little guy you gotta remember when you play the key of G. So now, if I wanna play 1 to 5, it's my G major chord, all the way up to D major. 1 to 5. So I could play G to C to D. That would be 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. It's my F sharp. Okay, so I think that's all we need to cover for today. Hopefully that was clear, and hopefully you're able to access the video and everything goes cool. I know we've never done this before, so you know, hopefully everything goes cool. If not, you guys can shoot me a message and we can figure it out. But hope the school play is going well, and I'm glad we could get a little piano in at some point. So we'll see you back for the next installment of on-demand lessons. So until that time, have a nice day.